Welcome to another taping of The Realest TV. It's your favorite host, Kid Love.
I'm Unique Renee, the Panamanian princess.
And I'm Mika, the badass unicorn.
Yup, and today we're starting off the show with the first Black woman position coach in the NFL. But first, let's start the show right now. All right, everybody, this is our hot topic segment, also known as issues. So let's jump right into our issues.
But before we get into it, let's welcome our guest, Commanders assistant running back coach and the first Black woman position coach in the NFL. Please help me welcome Miss Jennifer King. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hope you guys are too.
I am. So look, let's go ahead and get into these hot topics. So, is Nicki Minaj pulling a Cat Williams on Megan Thee Stallion?
Oh,
you know I'm gonna bring it up. Bars.
Coming in hot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I don't really keep up with a lot of that. I did hear Megan's song, and it gave me like hit 'em up vibes. Like she was coming for everybody. I didn't hear Nicki's response, but I heard it wasn't really like that. So
They laugh.
okay.
It's a hate
This the
train
Nicki,
for
this the Nicki fan
so
right here.
she's
So
I'm
she-
not
hate
partial.
train.
So
I'm gonna just say she came for
She
a
came.
foot.
I
It was
know.
a lot of talking about
I
a
know.
foot, and you can't really comment back with a big foot. I think that's
Yeah.
one of those like argument stoppers.
Yeah.
But you know, it was a lot.
No.
And I'm like you, I don't really keep up with it.
Yeah.
But you know, we in
But
media.
I heard
so
she
we
talked about
keep-
her mom, so that's kind of too far.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Well, she didn't. Okay, so she did, but she didn't, right? So her ex-boyfriend just, stated.
she backing her up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got to state the facts. Her ex-boyfriend did state something, and Nicki repeated it, but she knew it was a sore spot, so she used it. But you got to remember, like the '90s, right?
For sure.
Your mama jokes and all.
It was harsh. It was harsh.
But see, I don't think you can say a your mama joke when the mother has passed away. That's taking it to another
Yeah,
level.
you gotta scrap after that.
Yeah, you gotta
But
fight.
I mean-
It's past that.
But it's
No,
rap.
that's not
Oh,
because
you gotta shoot.
she came for her husband and
Well,
like
don't
and
bounce.
always talking about how he's like a predator, this, that, and the third. And I feel like that's Nicki's soft spot. So if that's her soft spot, she did it with Lotto and now she doing it with Megan. You come for my husband, you come for my family, all bets is off. I gotta come for your family now too.
But not when the family's deceased. That's too far. You know what I'm saying? Even if she's old and decrepit.
But
You know what I'm
even-
saying?
even
That's
him-
cool. You
but
can do
even
that.
in
But
hit him up though. Even in that, remember he talked about the children and
did.
the children not being
and he
here.
went too far.
He
And
did.
rest in peace to him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He
that's
did.
all.
He did.
Somebody
Okay.
got to
He
keep it
went
real.
Okay.
Rest in
okay.
peace to him.
All right. All right. So we're gonna move on to the next topic. Okay. Is it okay in any circumstance to have a spouse tattooed on you,
Wow.
or a significant other if you're not married?
I mean, for me personally, I wouldn't do it, but I live by the creed, like, what you do is not my business. So if you want to do it, do it. It has no effect on me. So I wouldn't judge you. I just know I wouldn't do it. But if you want to put something on your forehead, I don't care.
What about right here, like the good old Krishan, like right
What's that?
here.
Krishan, she got him on
On
the
the cheek.
neck and the face.
Well,
That's
she
deep.
covered that one up.
No, but it's
She
another
covered up
one.
with-
It's another one on the side of his face too.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
wow.
Mhm.
This my thing. The love gotta be real. Like, and if I get you tatted name, face, just know we going to the grave with it.
Absolutely.
We are
You
dying
got to
together.
on that.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because that's ink. Even if I
Yeah.
cover it up, people know
You know it's
I
there.
was that gullible if it went wrong to get
Yeah.
your name
We
tatted
know
in the
what's under
first
that
place.
flower on the side of your face that you try to cover up.
Listen, I'm all here for the tattoo for someone getting my name tatted, but I would never
Oh.
do it. You know, I have a name tatted on me, but it's my mama. So
That's different. So
Yeah.
relatives, bang,
Yeah.
all day,
I'm
all
not
day,
doing,
and
I'm
I
not doing
encourage that.
relatives because sometimes they get on my nerves. I don't
Wow.
want them on there either. If we
It's a
fall out, I
reminder.
do not want to look at no girl. No.
Not
So,
gonna happen.
That's not happening. But
Mhm.
would you say there is a good time or occasion to actually do that? Like maybe if you've been together 50 years, I don't know, something like that.
Nah, not for me personally. But like I said, if you want to do it, go ahead. Because it doesn't.
What about
bother
matching
me.
tattoos?
That's different.
Yeah, I did a matching tattoo.
That's the same thing. Cause
No,
you,
no.
Cause you
No,
want to
it's no
take a
name.
picture on Instagram with those matching tattoos, like him and her or the affinity. You got one side of the affinity, I got that. Like, you know, it ends then you know.
21
we take it to the
Savage
grave though.
and
Lotto.
Lotto, they have
Affinity
the
and
little
Beyond.
thing
Little on
here.
their ear.
Okay.
And then what's his name? I can't remember, but Chris Brown. Chris Brown, he had one, and Rihanna had one like going down the neck.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Be
Like
light
some
skinned.
hearts
Most
or
light
something.
skinned people, I can see
You
how
know-
they
you
would
know
get
what?
like a. That's a light skin move. I'm not getting a tattoo of somebody's name or anything on my neck. That's crazy.
I think it would be okay if you really wanted to be with that person, but I think you should get something where you can hide it. Like you can put something back here. You can hide it behind your hair. You can hide, something on your back.
What happens if you want to get the shortcut? You want to hit the bob. Then it's right there. You're not going to have long hair forever. You know, I'm just saying, not every, I don't know. See, this is my thing though, right? It got to be real. I got to know for a fact. And we might have to sign a contract.
I still
Right
think
there,
it
like
contract.
we both getting this removed if this goes wrong.
Both.
And we're going to make a public statement on social media saying that you made me do this.
You think somebody really cares that
No.
much?
I mean, I care about
Like he's
how
a hostage.
people feel. I'm a Leo. You know what I'm saying?
Shout
We
out to the
care.
Leos, man.
Shout out to the Leo. You Leo?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. That's what's
Shout
up.
out to the
I knew
Leos.
something.
Look, what we gonna do?
There we go. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Shout out to the Leo. Big Leo.
what you say about this.
Imagine a world without July and August.
It's crazy.
Pisces. There we go.
Well, that,
When's that?
I don't know what they talking about.
February.
I don't even know what that
We
is.
coming. Pisces season's coming. Okay, so last topic. All right. Do sports fans take everything too far? Like, are they just
I mean, they
going
can.
crazy now?
I
For
mean,
sure.
yeah, they definitely can. They can do, like, I'm a Philly fan, so, like,
That was my example, so I'm gonna let her.
yeah.
Let her
But we sometimes go a little too hard, you
Too
know?
far.
So it's possible. What you think?
I'm about to say,
Absolutely.
don't they got a jail?
Yeah. I mean, when you go play the Eagles, like they're yelling out stuff like they wishing you bodily harm. It's not like oh, I hope you lose. It's like I hope you break your leg. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like insane.
Yeah, we go
But
a little
you
hard,
are
yeah.
a Commanders coach,
Yeah.
so you know what it's like to play the worst team, Dallas.
Boo.
The worst team ever, right? The worst team ever. Say
Yeah.
it. You can say
It's
it. This is a
nothing
safe
worse
space.
Oh,
than
for sure.
it's nothing worse than a Dallas fan from the DMV. I just wanted to say
It's a lot of 'em.
It's a lot
Too
of
many.
them. Never
Yeah,
been,
there's a lot.
never been to Texas in their life. Oh, never been to Texas in their life. And I'm gonna leave it right there. But my thing is right. Yeah, I think I'm a Commanders fan. I'm gonna say Redskin fan. I was political at first, but this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm saying. You can never go too far as a fan. When I go to the games, I'm right behind her. I know she didn't recognize me, but I'm right behind her, and I'm going crazy because I'm a Redskin fan.
What do you
From
say
the DMV.
when you're there?
Like
From
during
the
the,
fans.
I mean, you just hear stuff, so
Mhm.
you don't really see anything.
Mhm.
But yeah, they go crazy on the road sometimes. But I don't think most places take it too far. Like you expect when you're on the road for it to be hostile. That's the home advantage. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like they don't have to wish bodily harm on the players. That's too far. Like that's their livelihood, their careers. So for the wish that they break their leg or tear their ACL, that's kind of crazy. That's
Get
too
your
far.
fans.
Yeah.
Get
I
your
mean,
fans.
Fix
That's
it.
Philly.
I don't know what to say. I mean, we just die my bad.
That's Philly. That's Philly in general. All the Meek Mills, popping Willies on the like, that's Philly in general in every aspect of life.
So
You know what I'm
do you
saying?
guys think that in general, from what we were discussing, that fans in general just take things too far?
You're not a fan if you don't.
Yeah.
That's my stance.
Yeah.
You really not a
Yeah.
fan if you don't. If you're not at the game with the colors on your face,
Yeah.
you're not really taking.
Because that's really
I'm-
appreciated, like
come
for
on.
sure. Like when we play at home, driving into the stadium, seeing all the tailgaters and like the flag and just people ready, I think that's dope. So, and when you drive into other stadiums, you got 10-year-olds flipping you off and like, it's crazy. But that's what you want.
10-year-olds
Like,
is
oh,
crazy.
I never
But
knew
let's
that.
not
man.
forget. Let's not
Yeah.
forget. They're risking their bodies. They're going contact. Full contact. Grown man contact. So it's. I think you can't go too far.
Okay,
I'm gonna go hard for
Yeah.
my Commanders.
You
know,
go
like-
hard, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so when we come back, Jennifer King will be taking us down a journey on how History with sports.
Yep, but first I want to thank our sponsors, Ashe, a black-owned alkaline spring water. Make sure y'all tap in with them. But look, we'll be right back with some more Realist TV. Don't go nowhere.
I'm Jennifer King. You're watching The Realist TV. Somebody got to keep it real.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, we're talking to Jennifer King. So Jennifer, how did you start your love for coaching and for sports and football? Where did it begin?
That goes back to like childhood, like 4 years old, watching football with my dad. That's when I started loving football. But, I never thought I would be where I am now just from watching football. But I knew when I graduated college, I had to do something with my life. So I started coaching, actually college basketball. So that's when I really fell in love with it.
Okay. What do you enjoy more? Is it playing? Because 10 years you played professional women's football. And now you coached basketball. You coaching in the NFL currently. But where's your passion? If you could have it your way right now, would you be playing professionally or would you be coaching professionally? Where's your real passion?
The way this body feels, I'm good on the sideline. I think, I had a great career, but, I'm good down on the sideline. I'm still around it. That's the main thing. And, I love it. Love what I do.
Okay. I love that. And on Black History Month, we gotta say it is Black History Month, and we have nothing less than Black excellence on the couch. And it's tremendous accolades. You got great players with you. Let's talk about. I want to jump right into it because it's no secret, and I purposely wore this brand. I would have showed the tattoo. I'm a Redskin Commanders fan. Born and raised, right? And let's jump right into it. How was it working with Ron?
Oh, it's been amazing. He brought me in. So I was coaching college basketball. I was a head coach. But I was playing football, and I met him in Florida. Even though our offices were right beside each other, obviously he didn't know who I was, and I shot my shot with him, and it worked. I was with the Panthers. I went over with the Panthers with him. I was with them twice, and so I owe a lot of my career to him. So he was a great leader for us. Great guy. I know he's somebody I'm going to continue to lean on. No matter what happens where I am.
For sure. And I feel like he made great plays this season. Let's talk about this. He had great plays this season. We just couldn't bring it together. It's just all together, and I know he's going in a different direction, but I know that's great. That's great leadership, especially minority as well.
Sure. Yeah, he's a great guy. He's well loved all around the league. So obviously wish him the best, and would love to get back with him at some point in the career. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in this world?
Okay.
So as a female in this sport, how do you get along with the other coaches and even with other teams? Like, how have they received you?
It's been great. The guys I work with, every stop along the way have been great. Most of them have daughters or it's not really even a thing. And I know, my story is not everybody's story that coaches football, but they've been 100% supportive, always helping. And, at the combine, you see coaches from around the league and I always just get people coming up to me, wishing me well and giving me their numbers just to, if I need anything. So it's been a lot of love and I really appreciate that. And it's helped me create a network. That's what it's all about in this coaching business is who you know. And it's helped me build a strong network. So I'm thankful for those guys for sure.
So do you see other women that see you and want to learn the ropes or want to come in as, a female coalition of more coaches or even, just more staff that are female?
Yeah, I think, one thing people don't really realize, there's a lot of women that work in football, just not actually coaching, like either in operations or, PR, all around the league, all in the office, even the league office as well. So, but as far as coaches go, the Women's Coaches Forum is put on by the league. It's coming up in a few weeks actually at the Combine. So it brings they handpick 45 women from around the country to come in and it's at the Combine. So everybody's there. So they get to sit in front of head coaches, general managers, owners, to really kind of pick their brains and just soak up a lot of knowledge in those 2 days.
Okay.
That's nice. Have you had any trials going into your profession as a female coach, have you had any trials or errors that maybe have discouraged you, that made you want to stop?
Not really. You know, I'm pretty resilient, so I think I would keep going anyway. But you know, the support that I've had from my family, my friends, the coaches I work with, nothing has ever made me, you know, think to stop. And you know, initially getting in, like I said, I was a head coach in college basketball. We were successful, and I just left to go coach football. So people thought I was crazy.
Bye.
Yeah, I did. It was the middle of the season. So,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, you gotta leap. You know, when you get that opportunity, you can't be scared. So
Yeah.
I just did it.
So if you had a female walk up to you and be like, hey, how do I be you? What advice would you give
Exactly.
them?
Like where does the juice come from? You got because you were successful in basketball and for 2 different sports and successful yourself playing. Like what is the secret? It is a secret to this. And you know, I want you to share it with our audience.
I mean, I think first and foremost, you gotta be a good person to build relationships. Willing to soak up advice from everyone that's willing to pour into you. I think that's the main thing. Never think you're the smartest person in the room.
For sure.
You know, always growing, always learning, and you know, be you. You know, so that's why I always tell people you gotta be authentic. I know my agent always says, you know, she can give you the recipe to her spaghetti sauce, but it ain't gonna taste the same. You know, so everybody's different.
That's
you know,
real
find
right
what
there.
works for you. I think I got to where I am now, just being authentic. I've never went in trying to be somebody else. Just authentically me. You know, from North Carolina. That's all I can do.
And we're Leos too. So
Shout out to
yeah, it's
Leos
just
again,
it's just
man.
natural. It's just something about us.
It's not even y'all season. Calm down
the
right here.
aura. It's the aura.
There will always be haters.
That
right?
lion that just comes out. See, they're both water signs. So you know they're gonna be damn.
What's that
they're
supposed to mean?
I'm
Scorpio
just-
all day. And
You see what I deal with?
I know, man.
So-
It's tough.
So let me ask you this: what other positions would you take the lead in? Because you're doing running back right now, and let me say, shout out to Robinson. Robinson had a tremendous year, and I feel like every time he touches the ball, you know, he's going to lean forward. He carries people. He doesn't even look that big. Maybe you see him in person.
Yeah.
He doesn't even look that big, but when he comes down, I know you taught him something to make him just run over people. Like what other positions would you coach?
I mean, I actually started working with receivers in Carolina. So with the
Okay.
Panthers, I was with receivers, and I've been in the quarterback room before in other locations. So I've been with QBs, receivers, running backs. So I was with running backs in Carolina too. So got to work with Christian McCaffrey. So wishing him well, by the way.
Okay.
But
For sure.
yeah, I mean, I'm willing to do whatever. I mean, if it has to go over to the defensive side, I can do that too. I think because it's all about teaching. That's all it is coaching. Can you relate to the players? Can you build relationships with them, and can you teach whatever they need to learn in order to be successful? So, I mean, I can go wherever I'm needed.
Okay.
What's your goal? Like, what are you aspiring to? Like, what would be your dream coaching job?
Oh man, I don't know. I really haven't allowed myself to think that far ahead. I know I probably should to set some goals.
We're gonna manifest
we're
it
gonna
right
manifest.
now. First woman
What's that? What
black
Ooh,
head coach
okay.
in the NFL.
We'll see.
We're gonna talk
like
that.
it.
We're gonna talk that fruition
Into
right
existence.
now.
Come back to
Like
like
the
that.
secret,
We'll come
secret
back.
law of attraction. We're gonna put
Yeah.
all of that out there.
I like that. Yeah,
Big
I
energy,
mean,
big energy.
I think that's what we all working for, you know. But I think, you know, one thing I learned early on in coaching is just, you know, be where your feet are planted. And Coach Rivera said that all the time. Every position I've gotten because I was locked in where I was. I wasn't looking far ahead, you know. So I wanted to be whatever position I was in every single day, growing and being the best in that. And then that led to the next opportunity. So, you know, you keep your head down, stay locked in, and good things happen.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's the flaw. I feel like a lot of people think about the goals, and I'm happy you mentioned that. I think you should just focus on your craft, and you're gonna make it to the next step. Like you said, you were in the locker room, and you were right next to him in the office, and you found your way, and now ultimately you're making history. And it's Black History Month, so we're gonna say that again.
Yeah.
You know, making Black history. Let's put an emphasis on that. That's indeed
Black excellence.
Black excellence at a high level.
So, if you could give any advice to any of the players on any team, it doesn't have to be the Commanders, what would you give? Or what would you say?
I mean, I think for them, it's just stay locked in. Football, when we look back at it, it's going to be such a small part of their life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even now, it's kind of all they do, they think. But really, you got to think the average NFL career is like 3-4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you have a long career, maybe 10, but that's only 10 years of life. There's so much more. So I always talk to our guys about just being great people, you know, great boyfriends, great husbands outside of the building to grow because, of course, football is a great livelihood for right now, but what are you going to do after? Are you setting yourself up to be great after football? I think that's the main thing. There's a lot of programs now for them to do that, but I think for our guys, just lock in, during the week, we're locked in, study to make sure you're prepared for game day, but just also making sure you're a total person outside of the building.
For sure. And let's talk about the youth for a second. We talked about the adults. You have a program for the youth. Can you elaborate? Can you expound on what your program offers? Where is it at? How can people get their children in your program? Because I think you will be a great value to a child.
You did a little homework on that.
I do a little. It's the producer. Nah,
No, so I have the King Group NC. It's something I set up. I'm from North Carolina, so I set it up there. We're in our second or third year, so we have just different events for kids. We have a big backpack giveaway. Every year we pick a school to do back in North Carolina. One to do some stuff in the DMV, so that should be coming soon. Okay. So we have our website and social media and all that stuff to check that out. But it's all about giving back. Like any way I feel like I can give back, I try to do that. I've been blessed to be where I am. So many people helped me along the way, and I know like being from a small town, like it's big for somebody to come back and pour into you because a lot of times people don't get out of like where I'm from. So to be able to go back and just so they know who I am. Just to know that they don't always have to be there. And it's nothing wrong with staying if, you live in life, but you can always go back. That's what I always say. But just to give some hope, let them know that they can do anything. So anything I can do to help them, I try to do. I sent some pizzas to the middle school team. They won their championship. So just like whatever I can do, like it's like for me as a kid, that would have been big, for somebody to do that. So I try to do it for them.
No, that's very humbling. And most Leos like ourselves, we have big hearts. So, we try. We do what we can. I think that's great because when I was growing up in the football league, I don't feel like we had much support. We had old uniforms. We didn't really have mentors that came down. So that's very, uplifting to hear. So what's the next step? What's your next goal? I know you don't want to focus on the goal, but what is your next goal right now? Next project? Yeah. Next partnership, where we going?
Us always working, man. Obviously my main goal is football. That's the main thing. Keep the main thing the main thing. But in the off season, I try to get involved with some other things. So we'll see what happens. Always keep in touch with our agent, and I'm always trying to go to King Group as well. So we want to do more, expand our backpack program, do more things. So we're really trying to get out there in the community at home and also here in DC as well.
Okay. Shout out to that, man. Hey, look, I think you're doing great things. And I know I said it 3 times. I would say it 4. It's Black History Month, and you are making Black history. Shout out to that. But look, it was a pleasure having you on the show. We got to have you back when you're the first Black woman head coach in the NFL.
Let's do it.
I'll be back here first.
I know I like it.
But look, coming up next, we got a crazy live performance. You're not going to want to miss that.
But first, we have to show some love to our segment sponsor, Stacey and Yvonne. We'll be right back with some more Village TV. Stay tuned.
Ooh, what it do? It's Janae Music, and you're watching The Real Ish TV. And somebody gotta keep it real.
Welcome back. Our next guest is a rising star making her presence known. Please help me welcome Janae Music.
Thank you for having me. How y'all doing?
Good. Thank you for coming. So look, we're gonna get right into it. What would be your dream collab?
Honestly, that's a hard question for me because I really like collaboration, period. So honestly, I want to work with everybody. I don't even care who it is, like any and everybody. But right now, I'm all about like home team stuff. Like I really want to put the city on the map. So I would love to work with Ari Lennox, Wale. Anybody from home, I really kind of want to like build with for sure.
Okay, because I was getting ready to ask you what your music influences are, but that's some of them. You got any more?
Oh, for sure. I feel like honestly, when it comes to like people individually, it's really hard for me to pinpoint. I love everybody. I love Beyonce, because who doesn't?
Okay.
I love Anita Baker.
No, that's mine.
Okay, Lil Mary J. And Alicia Keys.
Right.
I used to, oh my God, I was so in love with Alicia Keys when I was a kid. So I don't know, it varies honestly. And then, kind of, I'm all over the place musically. Like I'm just really expressive. So it's not really like anybody like that's specific to influencing me, but more so like just life or experiences or the people around me.
Okay. So tell us about So Sick.
Yeah.
It just came out.
It did. January 31st. You know, I wanted to pop it out right before Black History Month.
Okay.
But it's just it's an emotional moment. Honestly, you know, I'm a lover girl and I wear my heart on my sleeve. So Sick is really like, it's one of those like breakup songs where it's just basically saying like, you know how Neo was like, I'm so sick of love songs?
Yeah.
For me, it's just like, I'm so sick of just the whole rigmarole of like in and out of relationships. Like, I just want to find my person. So it's like, I'm so sick of starting over is really what it says. It's like, I don't want to just keep meeting new people and then struggling to let go. Like just attachment issues, all those things.
Okay, so we're getting a lot in this song.
Yeah, a lot of a little bit.
A lot of a little bit. What's next for Janae?
Right now I've decided I'm gonna release a song at the end of every month this year. I kind of want to. I've been sitting on a lot of my music, so I really want to get it out there. Trying to determine if I want to put out a project at the end of the year.
Okay.
But right now I'm just gonna release a song a month, so just stay tuned for that.
Okay.
The last day of every month is gonna be a new song.
Okay, we heard that. All right. Well, here's our audience, and please help me welcome Janae Music.
I'm so sick of starting over this love roller coaster. In my heart hungover. I'm so sick of love, of love, of love. I'm so sick of starting over this love roller coaster. In my heart hungover. I'm so sick of love, of love, of love. Can't connect with nobody new, 'cause I can't get over you. And I'm stuck, I'm love struck, and I'm screwed. I wanna be like them girls that move on so fast. Sick of being thorough, can't be loyal to my past, but can't seem to move on. Can't seem to be strong, 'cause my heart keeps holding on after you're long gone. This love roller coaster, in my heart hungover. I'm so sick of love, of love, of love. I'm so sick of starting over this love roller coaster, in my heart hungover. I'm so sick of love, of love, of love. Now every time I fall in love, I'm forced to fall out. Now I don't know who to trust. Don't believe the words out your mouth, and I find myself running, afraid of what's coming. And now I'm becoming that woman that's scared to love, that's scared to trust. I don't know which way is down, and I don't know which way is up. I'm lost with no direction, so many questions. Be my lesson, it's like pain is my obsession. This love roller coaster, in my heart hungover. I'm so sick of love, of love, of love. I'm so sick of starting over this love roller coaster, in my heart hungover. I'm so sick of love, of love, of love. So sick, I'm so sick.
Okay, sing it.
Hey!
No, you can sing it
Said
this
I'm
way.
so sick.
Hey! Okay, well, we want to thank the artists for showing up.
Yes, and we want to thank you, the viewers, for watching.
Definitely, and make sure y'all add us on all social media handles, The Realest TV. Subscribe to us on YouTube, because you've been here this long. But look, until next time, somebody gotta keep it real.